everyone, it's Laurie from Cook Scrap Craft. Welcome back to the channel. Today I've got a scrapbook process video that is my take on one of the sketches from Christy's Beautiful Life's 30 Days of Sketches. I think this is day 2, and it's sort of a grid design, which I really liked. But I didn't have really enough photos or really the right size photos, but I made it all work, and that's the beauty of these sketches. If you don't know what 30 Days of Sketches is, every so often, I think they're on series 9, Christy's Beautiful Life compiles 30 days of scrapbook sketches, posts them in a Facebook group, and then everybody can play along. You know, you can do all 30 sketches, or you can just do a couple, just the ones that you like. And then there are scrapbookers who do participate in, I guess, sort of like a design team type of thing. They do all 30 sketches, and they do post videos on YouTube that you can check out. So check them out on Facebook because it is really fun. Obviously, this 30 Days of Sketches happened, I guess it was in March. So I'm doing this outside of the normal 30 days. But it is still just a fun resource, especially if you like using sketches. So there's my little sketch of the sketch, and I have 3 photos, and I had that 3x4 cut apart card, which I think is old Echo Park. And I was like, what was my plan here? So I saw that I had these smaller pattern paper pieces, and I'm like, I bet I was going to cut them into the 3x4 size. So all the photos went from 4x6 to 3x4, and then the pattern papers went to 3x4 as well, and I'm going to line them up in a grid. I've got a background paper that's white with gold foil snowflakes. That is from a Michael's Recollections Christmas paper pad, as is the the red with white snowflake paper that's going down the center. And that's going to be the very middle of the paper, and then obviously you kind of saw I was already laying it out. The photos and everything are going to go kind of like on the sides, and you're going to see that red paper there in the middle. I do ink all of the edges of the photos and the papers just because I want it to stand out a little bit, especially that white paper with the red snowflakes, because it's like going to be white on white. So I want there to be at least some difference, some differentiation there between those layers. So now I've got to lay them all out. I am using Scotch double-sided adhesive tape because I ran out of my adhesive squares, and I didn't place an order for them. I don't know. I didn't plan very well, and then I ended up getting COVID, so I couldn't go out and buy more. So my husband, who did not have COVID, I sent him to Target, and I was like, can you please get some adhesive tape? He didn't even ask what it was for, but it was for scrapbooking because I was quarantining in my basement, and that's where my scrap room is, and so I got a lot of scrapbooking done, which was great. So each of these elements here is its own individual thing, and it's going to get its own little like embellishment cluster thing. So I'm just kind of laying everything out. I had pulled embellishments that I thought would work with these photos. These are photos of us at Six Flags Holiday in the Park. If you saw my December daily completion video, you'll know that I did use a photo in my December daily from this event, but then the rest of the photos I'm putting in this, larger 12x12 size, just because it is kind of like a big event, and I wanted it to also be in our regular album. So I pulled embellishments that I thought would work. I kind of, put together a little page kit here for this, so that I was ready to go when the time came for me to film this process video and get these photos scrapped. So I'm using old Pretty Little Studio. I'm using newer last year's Pink Fresh. The snowflake stickers are American Craft, and I've had those for a really long time too. I think Pretty Little Studio I've had for like 2 years, and the snowflake stickers probably about 2 years too. But yeah, so I like the little Pink Fresh ticket. I swear that paper was so useful. I loved it. I mean, I scrapped along with Shamel when she used it in her Best of Both Worlds kit, and we cut those tickets in individual tickets and used them on all sorts of things. They're such a great like layering piece. You could use them for journaling. So I was really a fan of those, and I'm glad that I got one of those in there that I actually will use as journaling space. I'm just kind of using a combination of the double-sided adhesive tape as well as foam dots and foam strips to kind of add some extra dimension here and there. Sometimes when I have things where each like separate piece is going to get its own embellishment cluster, I do kind of like struggle with, okay, well, I don't want to have everything, all the embellishment clusters be on the left-hand side or all on the right-hand side, so I like to try to vary it up as much as I can, have some pieces be at the top, some pieces be at the bottom, some on the left, some on the right. But it does kind of depend on like the photo or what I'm putting the embellishments on. So, you know, I kind of just go with what looks best for each piece, and if there's a little bit of repetition, that's okay. I'm just adding some of those American Crafts pieces there, just as little extra bits and bobs. I'm going to kind of tuck some of the Lost 2 snowflakes behind that tag, and I use the Scrapbook.com adhesive foam strips to bump that ticket up and again give this some extra dimension here on the page. And that's really it. This was a super duper fast one, probably because I'd already planned it out by putting together the page kit and I already had an idea of how I was going to use the sketch. So I hope that this very quick video was inspiring for you. Let me know in the comments below if you have any questions about the products or techniques that I used. I will try to remember to link the 30 Days of Sketches Facebook group as well, so you can have easy access to that, check it out, and get inspired by all of those sketches as well. Thanks so much for watching, you guys. If you're new to the channel, I hope that this was a helpful video for you and that you consider subscribing. And if you're already a subscriber, welcome back, and thanks for watching all the way to the end. It's great to have you here in this great YouTube scrappy crafty community, and I will see you guys next time for another process video. Bye!